the NFL playoffs on EA Sports, and we are at Wintry First Energy Stadium in Cleveland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Tennessee Titans and the Cleveland Browns. For a berth in the AFC Championship game, off we go in the divisional round of the NFL playoffs. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First carry for Nick Chubb. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield on play action. Going out wide, finds Chubb. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think that's the type of run we'll continue to see throughout this game. The snow coming down, I don't expect a lot of big plays to be broken.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. Now Mayfield. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
And here's Gillen on now to punt as he gets this one away. And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Wiggles free, and he'll go out of bounds just shy of the 20. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Tannehill going to turn and give this to Henry. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. They set up the screen for Henry. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down. So, Charles, first drive here, little safe completion underneath. Maybe get some rhythm, get your feet wet, so to speak.
I agree, and I like it because it's a lot like a basketball game when you're getting started and you pass the ball around so everyone touches it early and gets involved in the game. In this case, it's not just dumping it to a back and he's able to run with the ball, but you get your offensive linemen involved because they get to get out and run and hit people in the open field. Everyone getting their feet wet early.
And now a hook up downfield on 2nd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. On first down, it's Tannehill. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. A shotgun handoff to Henry. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming. And I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 7th play of this drive coming up, and a long way to go on 3rd down. Here's Tannehill. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. Rosas' kick is good. Not the touchdown they wanted, but hey, you're on the road in the playoffs. They did get 3 on the board.
Yeah, it's a good opening drive, so you feel good about it yourself. You get to the sidelines. The defense feels good about you helping them right out of the gate. The team, yeah, they feel pretty good about coming in the playoffs and getting points on the board right away.
And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They're forced to play catch-up early in this division round game as they search for a seat in the AFC Championship round. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. Three 0 after 1 on EA Sports. They go play action. Mayfield. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well. Now Chubb running right. Trucks over him. And he's going to have a Browns first down as he'll get this up to about the 42.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
They go with Chubb on second down. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Second and inches is oftentimes an invitation for an offense coordinator to take a big shot downfield because he feels like he can come back on third down and pick up the first down. But sometimes you just don't want to break tendency. Stay with what you are, stay with who you know, and go get the first down. That's exactly what they did.
A give running right is Chubb. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Mayfield off the play fake. And it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 52 yards rushing for him now as he has been strong here in the first half of this divisional round matchup. So not quite a 1st and goal just yet as they come up now 2nd and inches. Handoff comes to Chubb. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. Just a gain of a yard, but it's going to set him up with a 1st and goal.
I hope we give enough respect to the big guys up front because they have been getting it done on this drive. The holes have been large, and they've been barreling through them, picking up first downs.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Chubb. And he takes this one in for a Browns score. Nick Chubb, a 3-yard touchdown run. And the Browns have taken the lead. You always worry about the plant foot in the snow, but no problems there. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Now left side on the swing pass. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. On 2nd down, it's Henry. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he takes this way down deep into Cleveland territory. 39 yards there, a big one.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Tannehill. Flushed out right. It's caught. Smith. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Tannehill going to hand to Henry on the option. A nice display of powerful running, but it takes him only to the 7. He's dropped there. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout, as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in half number 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Derrick Henry taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Titans are going to retake the lead. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Now Donovan Peoples-Jones. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20. The Browns drive about to get started. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Dumps this to his running back, Chubb. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. 13 yards remaining on 2nd down. From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. This one complete to Scott Miller. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Oh, it's a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and inches.
Still want to be prepared for a pass.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. He's able to find Miller. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Going to the air again with Mayfield. And it's caught by Hooper. And they're going to have this all the way down deep into Tennessee territory. Big gains in succession. Last one was over 20. This one over 30. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. And his kick is indeed good, and that will tie things up as we head toward halftime. So they're able to make things level just before half and also leave very, very little time on the clock.
And I love the way that you phrased that. Brought a little soccer into it, and that's really apropos considering they just kicked a field goal to tie things up.
So it's on to halftime of this AFC divisional round matchup as we'll head down to Orlando. That's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. Taking it about the 1. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, CD, we are in for a very intriguing second half. This is what we wanted, all tied, and this is what postseason football is all about.
It certainly is. And doesn't it speak to the parity in the NFL? Roughly half the teams that made the playoffs a year before miss the next year, get replaced. We know it's an any given Sunday mentality. Nothing's easy in the playoffs, but when you have your shot, they're eager to seize it.
To throw is Tannehill. This will go to Henry out wide. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Now a handoff to Henry. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
At the 37-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They'll run it again with Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss. And now it's 3rd down. From the gun with Henry. He's going to be very close to a first down. Good running, but looks like he's a yard short. It's a pickup of 6, but it's not going to be enough. And the punt team's going to be summoned on 4th down. Now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They begin this drive with Chubb. And some room to work. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 84 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his own line and just went.
So there's 2 ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. but more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
Chubb. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Kevin Byard up to make the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Play fake. Mayfield. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. From the gun, Mayfield. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
A give. This is Chubb. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
How about the job there on the outside? Shed the wide receiver and was able to make the tackle on the perimeter.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Mayfield now. And his throw here's incomplete.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Flush to his right. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The scramble good for a nice gain of 10 yards, but still 4th down.
Well, he was looking at a dime formation, 6 defensive backs on the field, so he's looking for anyone to throw the football to, but he didn't have anyone open, so he took off and ran for it, but he came up just short, and that brings up 4th down.
Chase McLaughlin on for the field goal. A 36-yard attempt.
And his kick is right there. It's good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So a good kick there. They put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
At their own 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with a game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Second down, they go again with Henry. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1 quarter remains for the right to advance to the AFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10. And now here's a carry heading left. Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44.
And that doesn't have to gain big yardage to be an impactful play, because if you can get those pass rushers second-guessing themselves that they might get hit with a screen, maybe you can wind up slowing them down just a step. And if you do that, that's a win for that
play. This will be caught by Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a 1st down as well. Tannehill. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Brown. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. Henry running right. That time the right guard sending him backwards.
And so many different types of guys rotate in on the defensive line now depending on situations. You can get the bulky guy, the fast guy. No matter what, though, you can't hold them.
Back to throw, Tannehill. He completes it to Henry. And he'll go down at the 28. Call it a gain of 12, but of course not a 1st down due to the previous penalty. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Off the option, here's Henry. And now he picks up the spare. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 72 yards on the ground for him now as he's done that on 15 carries. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Derrick Henry. Able to push his way through. Bulldozes past him. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. Just a terrific run there, Charles, from a running back who is so compact and powerful, and that strength was on display there.
And with a guy his size, you have to know defensively that arm tackles aren't going to fly with him. You have to be able to wrap up, or else he can just brush tacklers aside like they're not even there.
And the next-gen stats shows us the tale of how much yardage he was able to pick up after the initial contact. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Henry. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the second score there. So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. He's going to get it running right. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Titans have once again taken the lead. And it's no good. Well, that could be a critical miss here in a one-score game in the 4th. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Donovan Peoples-Jones now from the end zone.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And this certainly a key moment in this game, trailing by 3, 4th quarter, with a spot in the championship game next weekend on the line. Meanwhile, Mayfield's throw into the hands of Hooper. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Less than 2 to play with just a field goal separating these two sides. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. On 1st down, they'll run with Chubb. Room here to run. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. It's another 1st down as this time they get an even 20. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They run again on 1st down, Chubb. Caleb Farley there on the tackle.
I like it. I like the call. Still an opportunity to run the football and chew up a little more time off the clock.
At the 32-yard line.
Now it's 2nd and 9. Mayfield to throw. Going out wide, finds Chubb. 7 yards on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield. The
Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll run with Chubb. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
A big one coming in this divisional round playoff. 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield being chased out left. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he takes it inside the 10 to the 8 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, but not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Chase McLaughlin now for the field goal. A 25-yard.
And his kick is good. And they will tie this game here in the final seconds. So a money kick there in the final seconds. And now, barring any hijinks on the kickoff here, partner, I think you and I, we're going to settle in for a little overtime.
And I wouldn't have it any other way. This has been a dogfight all through regulation. No reason to think it won't continue in the extra period.
Busy night for Henry continues. Still going. They can't stop him. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Overtime in a playoff game, awesome setup. Remember, the rules the same as they would be in the regular season.
That's exactly right, Brandon. Remember, the receiving team, if they score a touchdown, game is over. But if they kick a field goal or don't score, the other team gets a chance to get the football. They get a possession. If they go down and score, they win the football game at that point. If both teams kick field goals, we keep playing. If a defense scores, let's say the receiving team gets the ball, doesn't score, or they throw a pick six or fumble, gets picked up, the defense scores, game over. But here's the best part. In the regular season, only one period is played. We could call it a tie. Here, we're going to play until we have a winner.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Short gain there to start overtime.
Almost a tester play, wasn't it? Wanted to see if the guys on defense were going to fit the gaps the correct way, because we're in overtime. So it's not just physical tiredness out there, right? Mentally, are you still doing what you're supposed to do? And they were up to the task on that play.
And certainly fatigue on both sides of the football. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go, team. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
The first throw in overtime for Mayfield now. And that nearly picked off. Oh, that would have been a big INT here in overtime. Instead, they'll get another shot on third down. Coming up on a 3rd and 9. Opening drive of overtime as they look to convert. To throw, Mayfield. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. The temptation to go for it probably there. Always is, especially in overtime. Got to punt it, though.
I think you're right. I think that you absolutely have to punt it away and trust your defense, especially play a little field position here. But you're so right about the temptation. Another way to satisfy that, though, line up in punt formation and fake it. That's another way to get it done.
A big call here in overtime. They're going for it on 4th down. Mayfield looks to throw. Oh, and it's intercepted. Kevin King with a pick. A costly mistake here at OT.
And you know what they say, when you throw an interception like that in overtime, you don't usually get a chance to throw a second one. I mean, I'm not sure of the analytics on it. Let's ask Marvin, our statistician, to ring that down for us. That's typically how coaches and teams feel about it. If you throw one, you likely cost yourself the game.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block, it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
That one caught out wide by Julio.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Second down, here's Henry. A pretty decent gain on the tough run before he's brought down at the 25. 98 yards rushing for him now as he is just trying to will his guys to an overtime victory. Whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So as they head to the sidelines, we'll head to this break on EA Sports. Caught on the right side by Jones. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. And the kick is good. He puts it through, and they are moving